Hello, my lovely Spanish 3 students. Our topic for today is stem changers, and so we are going to go ahead and get started. Make sure that you've got a writing utensil and your notes in front of you. Let's do this. All right, so first of all, we need to talk about, make sure we know what a stem is. So think about it. What's a stem? It's not part of a flower. A stem is a part of a verb that is left after you drop that AR, ER, or IR ending. So for example, acampar, which means to camp, if you drop off that AR, then you've got acamp, okay? And remember the infinitive is that conjugation, or that form without a conjugation. So to camp. So I want you for your first practice to underline the stem of those 4 verbs. So go ahead and hit pause and do so now. Alright, double check your answers to make sure that you are good to go. Please notice that on regatear, number 3, the stem ends in a vowel, which is not uncommon in Spanish. So let's talk through how it works. So, our stem change occurs inside those shaded conjugations. What does that look like? You might be asking yourself. Yes, it is a boot. We also refer to these as boot verbs because of the resemblance of the shaded conjugations in the chart. So let's take a look. For example, we've got jugar, which means to play. The initial stem is just J-U-G, but our new stem when inside the stem change conjugations is J-U-E-G. So juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, no stem change outside of the boot. Jugáis, no stem change, and juegan. Alright. So we've got 4 types of stem changers in the present tense. All of the examples happen to be in the yo form. So our first type of stem change is O to UE. And for example, we've got our verb contar, which means to count or to tell, cuento. U to UE, like we saw earlier, our verb jugar. E to I, competir. Remember, it means to compete. And then finally, E to IE in despertarse. Remember, reflexive verbs can also be stem changers as well. So, me despierto. So now I want you to take a moment, go ahead and hit pause on your notes, and list as many stem changers as you can, those 4 different types. So you've got a column for each type. So hit pause, and we will compare notes once you guys get into class. Alright. So here's your opportunity to stop and practice. So I've got 6 verbs for you to conjugate. I was very nice, very generous, and went ahead and gave you the type of stem change those verbs are. But remember that we have to memorize our stem changers. There's no secret rule to know if it's a stem changer or not. We just have to memorize those. So go ahead and hit pause, and then we'll see how you do. Alright, here we go. Almorzar should be almuerzas. Pensar is going to be pensamos. Notice no stem change because we are outside of the boot. It's a nosotros or vosotros conjugation. Servir is sirve. Poder in the vosotros form is podéis. Preferir in the ellos conjugation is prefieren. And then pedir in the yo form is pido. Alright, so that's all I have your notes for today. Please make sure that you get your creative juices flowing. And I would like for you to write a haiku about stem changers, right? So a haiku has 5 syllables on the first line, 7 syllables on the second line, and then 5 syllables on the third line. Notice I give you an unrelated example. So I'm excited to hear your haikus when we come to class. All right, thank you guys. See you.